Stephen A. messes up his rankings of the top 5 teams in the NFL, here's what he had last week. Tennessee at 1, then Seattle, Kansas City, Baltimore, and then his Steelers at 5. So disrespectful. Stephen A.?
You know what time it is. It's time for Stephen's A-List. Let me tell y'all something right now. The list is mobile. It is my preference. And it's bad enough I got Molly whining because the Giants have never been on the list. They've never been on my list in the entire years that I've been doing Stephen's A-List.
Yeah, right.
By the way, it's bad enough Max is over there watching me like a horse with his Matrix self. Nice suit, by the way. But also, Jeff Saturday is on screen, ready to scrutinize me. So let's get right down to it. Give me number 5, the Los Angeles Rams. Here they go. Why? Did you see them? Did you see them last night against the Chicago Bears? Did you see that defense led by Aaron Donald? Did you see how they get after the quarterback? Do you see how they play in the secondary? Do you see that they're top 10 defense across the board? On top of the fact that Jared Goff looks better, their running game looks better, and of course Sean McVay is doing their thing. They're a top 5 team. They are a team to watch out for, to be reckoned with. We know they are no joke because of Aaron Donald alone, and you know how he can get to a quarterback. So stay tuned. They're on my top 5 list. Let's go to number 4 on the list. Give it to me, the Steelers. Why? Because they're my team. That's why. I didn't like the fact that Big Ben Roethlisberger threw those 2 interceptions. I didn't like the fact that they got outscored 17-0, let Tennessee go on a 17-point run, almost tying the game before Gostkowski blew the field goal near time's expiration to save the Steelers from themselves. They walked away with a 27-24 victory, but they still held Derrick Henry in check for the most part. That defense cannot be ignored. And of course, Big Ben is not a 3rd or 4th string quarterback like they had last year. The Steelers are balling. I'm going to give them some love and leave them in the top 5. Let's go to number 3 on the list, please. Give it to me. The Ravens. Why? Because Lamar Jackson is still Lamar Jackson. That defense is still that defense filled with rough riders. John Harbaugh can coach the game of football. We know this list might change or might remain the same based on that encounter between the Ravens and the Steelers this coming weekend. Can't wait to see that. Got to give Baltimore some love where it's due because the only team that's really knocked them off is the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go to number 2 on the list, please. Give it to me. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why? I know they weren't on my list last week, Jeff. I'm a little bit late to the party, but I'm Stephen A. I got a license to do that. Tom Brady is a league MVP candidate. That defense led by Todd Bowles is no joke as a defensive coordinator. Offensively, they were blessed with weapons all over the place. We've talked about them night and day, but now they're about to add Antonio Brown. But that's next week and beyond. This week, fresh off of 369 yards passing, Tom Brady dropping dimes, not throwing interceptions, is reminding you of what football is supposed to be like. It's supposed to be the NFL, not another version of 30 for 30. Now let's go to number 1 on the list. It's still the Kansas City Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes, because of Travis Kelce, because of Tyreek Hill, because of a defense that can't be ignored. We know that Patrick Mahomes is that dude. That's why we talk about Tampa Bay going to the Super Bowl, but we refuse to definitively declare that they will win the Super Bowl because somehow, some way, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot, anything can happen. But that's my top 5
What are you
list.
thinking about this week? What's on your mind this week? First of all, you had the Titans won last week.
That's right. They lost.
And they hold on.
They lost.
They
in Seattle.
barely lost because they weren't as good on special teams as your team, right? If you switch the kicker and punter,
Special teams is part of football.
It is no doubt part of football, but that's the margin. It was a narrow margin of victory, and based on one close loss to a top 5 team, you dropped them off from 1 to none.
I'm looking at the other teams and how they look.
Okay. What
Visitor
about
of
the
the
Packers?
moment. New flavor of the month always with him.
What about the Packers and the Seahawks, Jeff? Jeff, the Packers are coming off a win. It's a 1-loss team, and the Seahawks lost by the skin of their teeth in overtime. It's their only loss of the
Seahawks lost to Arizona. Seahawks lost to Arizona, and the Packers beat Houston. That didn't move me. That didn't tickle my fancy. That didn't tickle my fancy. I'm not moved by that, Jeff.
You got Kansas City. You have Kansas City beat Denver. You act like they beat the '85 Bears, bro.
They're reigning defending Super Bowl champions. Everybody brings something for them.
Are you serious right now? You said it didn't move you. How did that win move you from the Chiefs to go and beat up on the Broncos?
Come on, man. He's nuts.
We got no Green Bay. Listen, how about this? How about the Bucks being 1, Steelers 2, Chiefs 3, Ravens 4, Green Bay 5? How about that? You got the Rams above
I would not
Green
put the
Bay.
Steelers ahead of the Chiefs.
I don't even get it. Something happened to you. Your coffee wasn't as strong this week. Something didn't happen. It took a little longer. Again, you were late to the party. Again, you're late to this party. We'll let you come on in.
This is
but
not
you
a
at least
party.
got to bring your A game. This is like
beatdown.
Stephen A.
Stephen's
B
A-list
list.
is always a
This is
party.
like
What
a
are you
B
talking about?
list.
Oh, we called it a B-list.
Jeff done started something. Jeff done started something. You done started
Steven's
something.
B-list. We're
Somebody done
waiting
told
for
you
an
wrong.
A-list.
Jeff, where's Seattle on your list? Seattle lost by the skin of their teeth. Their only loss on the season.
Well, where is your list, period?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you.
Give it to us.
Chiefs 1, Steelers 2. They're undefeated and just beat your number 1 team. I take Seattle 3, Green Bay 4, and the Bucks 5 right now.
Oh, of course you put the Bucks 5.
I have them in the top 5 over the Ravens. Who else? Over the Rams.
That's good.
Over the Titans.
I know it's just big of you.
They're
That's all
a
I'm
two-loss
saying.
team. The Titans have 1 loss, also a close loss. I'll put the Bucks over the Titans. I'm not playing favorites.
Jeff, let me ask you this while we have you. The NFC West is so good. Which team do you think is the best in the division right now?
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks still. I'm still holding hope. I think they're asking a lot of Russell Wilson, which may give way for the Rams. But right now, the way Russell Wilson, again, he had an off night against Arizona, but you would still say, they can put up a track meet, whether it's Lockett, Metcalf. This team offensively can find ways to score. Can their defense get enough stops to keep you in the game is going to be the question.
Know what else they have? They have, like, the way the Rams have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, like elite playmakers.
Yeah.
Wagner and Jamal Adams, when both on the field, are as good as it gets. So, like, you have playmakers some teams just don't have on the defense, let alone the offense.
Seattle doesn't have much of a defense. I'm not sold on them yet. And he just confessed that they rely entirely too much on Russell Wilson. But yet and still, he's going to sit up there and have them in this top 5. I disagree with Jeff Saturday. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.